It's yapping time. It's yapping time. It's yapping time.
YAPPING.
Barely Boujee Boys, Barely Boujee Boys, Barely Boujee Boys.
Introduction.
Tak payah central sangat, bro.
Tak sensual.
No! Welcome to our Welcome Welcome back to Barely Boujee Boys. I'm here with my banana.
Okay, so again, hi everyone, Mazri, Haikal, and we're back
again!
Back here.
Asal kita buat, why did you do the same thing?
Okay guys, so
Welcome
today,
back! Today, I have a banana with me, and what are we gonna be doing? We're gonna be doing a recipe that is very a recipe that's coming in from the internet. Sponsored?
no, never. But if you want to, no, the thing is
PayPal
not
and
never.
down
We
there.
have not been sponsored yet. That's the thing. But if you do want to sponsor this to Singaporean boys that is in Barcelona, feel free. We'll be mentioning. Just slide no DMs. We'll give you all these numbers.
Yeah, Bizum, Revolut, PayPal. I have everything. Whatever you want, I'm here for it. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
So, today we're gonna be cooking chicken.
Oh. Today we're gonna be cooking.
Sabar lah, aku tengah, I was looking at the floor.
Oh, another one. Rewind.
Take 10!
Rewind.
So today we're gonna be cooking chicken rice.
Mm-hmm.
Recipe coming in from
Somewhere in the internet.
We're gonna be making it, and we're gonna be talking through a little bit of why we moved away.
Yeah, why we left Singapore, why we are here, and yeah, let's bring you to the cooking.
Jump cut. Anyway, so basically we already kind of me, I've kind of prepared chicken already. I don't know if you can see it, but apparently I have all of the spices here, and we're not. No, the front. If you can see and read it. I don't know what I put in it, but like, it's just random recipes. But we're not making the typical chicken rice. We're making like fried chicken rice.
Like Malay chicken rice.
Yeah, Malaysian one. So I kind of put all the spices in, and I'm gonna like mix it up. So now my hands are full of. Do you know when you have diarrhea?
Stop it. Stop it.
So it's all pretty mixed up really well, and I just wanted to say that my life right now is like this chicken. It's pretty mixed up and it's all gooey and not that sexy. So that kind of brings me back to my point, our point.
It's fine.
Our point.
It's
Oh,
fine.
why we moved from Singapore to Barcelona? It's because.
So why, Haikal? Why do you move from Singapore to Barcelona? Why? Tell us why.
Why? Tell me why?
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why.
That's enough. So I'm gonna tell you why. I kind of moved to Barcelona about 4 years ago. No, 3 years ago. No.
4 years ago. No?
Wow, I moved here when I was 22. And I'm 26 now. Oh wow, I'm actually having a realization. This is not planned at all. Like, oh my god, I feel. Okay, so I moved to Barcelona for 3.5 years, close to 4 years ago. First of all, it was because of my internship. So I was using my school when I was studying in Switzerland for a year. I moved to Barcelona for an internship. Kind of fell in love. The first year was like fun, doing things, stuff like that. And well, it's gonna be noisy because Mazri is taking everything out of everywhere on my face, and he just took a
Cooking
freaking pot
rice.
because he never actually, listens to what I say. I never understands what's going on.
He blabs too much. Sometimes you just have to switch off. But listen to this story. Listen.
I want to live abroad because that's where my life is, my culture vibe. I mean, my culture is Singaporean Malay culture, and I love this vibe more because it's kind of the same.
Kacau, nasi mana? Where's the rice? This is his place, not my place.
The first drawer, right there. Pop on map there. Every single thing. So let me restart from the top so we can have a proper storyline, okay? So I basically moved to Barcelona 3.5 years ago for an internship because of my school. I was studying in Switzerland for a year, just doing my bachelor's, and I moved to Barcelona for that internship. Was supposed to be here for 6 months, and then I kind of fell in love with the city. And then I also fell in love. Mazri, I fell in love! That shit does not exist, guys. That shit does not.
But does it last? No!
It does not. It does not, because love is for losers. Well, I'm still a hopeless romantic though. Like I want to fall in love. I did fall in love multiple times after that. And I just stayed in Barcelona and just wanted to do all of this and that and kind of explore life a little bit. And the best thing about Spanish people, I am Malay, Singaporean Malay, Malaysian Malay, same. He's Malay. And one thing that we can agree on is that Spanish people are exactly the same as Malay people. Am I right or am I right?
One way or another, to be honest, like culture.
Number one, they love to lepak. They love to lepak a lot. Like just chill. What's the rush? Everything just chill. Number two, they don't take life seriously. Malay people, have you seen one that takes life like ooh boom boom boom? No, we all chill. It's like tawakal to God. You know? Like
which is true.
it's not true. It's like tawakal. Anything happens to us, it's in God's will. Well, so that's basically Spanish people. And number three, Malay people and Spanish people have the same exact thing, where it's like Malay timing and Spanish timing. Exactly the same. You say that you're gonna be there at 5 p.m. Expect to see them at 7. Am I saying that I was like that when I was back in Singapore? Maybe. Is he like that? Well, no, he's actually not really. He's a bad representation.
I'm always very on time. Most of the time. Not, yeah.
Honestly, he's a fake Malay because like he always comes on time. Like I tell him, let's meet up at 6 p.m. and he's like, at 5:45, I'm on my way, I'm reaching there in 12 minutes. And I'm like, I just woke up from the nap.
Exactly. Still waking up. I was like,
It's like,
oh. Like 15 minutes later, I was like, oh, I just woke up. I overslept. You said like you moved here to Switzerland first and then to Barcelona, right?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you want to move abroad actually? Like what is the catalyst of you moving abroad?
Honestly, to be very honest, I have no idea why. I've never had the dream of like moving abroad. I've never had the dream of migrating to another place. But one thing is that I think the main reason why I decided to stay is the mentality of people, right? Everyone's just more of like very open, understanding, like, okay, your life is short. You should explore everything in the world. And you can do whatever you want to do. And no one really judges you. So mentality is one of the biggest things because back in Singapore, let's say, back in Asia, everything's very structured on like, you're 18, you go to university, you do your national service, and then after you go do whatever you need to do, get married, get kids, get a house, get a BTO, renovate it, settle down, that's your life. That's about it. But here it's like you can see someone who's 30-year-old doing such great things in life, and then a 25-year-old doing the same thing, and it's like, how can they, like, it's very, very, you're doing very separate things. There's no structure to anything. Everyone's free to do what they want to do, which is why I love like the people here, and no one really judges. Like no one really cares about what you do, And like people are more friendlier. You go to a random restaurant, I'll be like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
What's up, bro?
They don't act like that. I don't act like that too. I was like, hey, how's it going, blah blah blah, and I was just like talking, yapping, and then it's a whole entire story. He's doing that while he's washing the rice. See what I mean by I start and he continues.
Yeah, because if not, we're not eating tonight.
Yeah.
Literally. Do you see where's the chicken at now? In the tub. Do you see any oil starting like with the fire? Nothing. Nothing. Wow.
In the meantime, Mazri's gonna start talking about his stuff on why he moved abroad, why he moved to Barcelona, and why he decided to be friends with me. It's all about me. It's all about me.
Why? Yeah, why I move abroad. Honestly, it's, I would say a dream, or much more of like goals in life that I want to achieve of moving abroad. That's one. The first time that I actually was planned to move abroad.
With the rice? How much?
7 inches.
I don't know inches.
But you know that this and this is equivalent to at least like 7.5.
That's it. Then just take this whole thing then. Like just take this whole ugly thing. This is an inch.
Yeah. Okay, so why I move abroad? I guess like one is the goals of wanting to move abroad because I always dream of it. That's one. And also after my polytechnic, I wanted to do fashion, and looking at like dreams and goals and things like that, going to London to learn fashion was really like a dream, I guess. Like right now.
You feel what I feel when you are distracting me when I speak.
That's the first time that I wanted to go. That was after NS, so it's about, I guess, when I was 22, 23. Didn't get in. No, I get accepted in the school in London, but I didn't get any scholarship because I was applying for a scholarship to at least pay for the fees and things like that. I didn't get a scholarship, so I had to turn it down. So I went to LaSalle, study fashion for 3 years with that, and then with studying fashion and also like doing fashion, working in fashion and things like that. It's nice, it's creative, but it doesn't pay the bills. So during that point of time, I was thinking, okay, if I want to go abroad and start. When I wanted to look at schools abroad, I actually think of it in a way of like, what can I pivot from fashion and from design and from creative? Because I don't want to move away from being a creative. I still want to stay as a creative, doing creative things because that's what I'm good at. I did my research and I wanted to go to Bauhaus University. Apply everything.
Where
to
is
be
Bauhaus
honest,
University?
in Germany. While researching about that, after I graduated from LaSalle doing fashion, I worked for 5 years. I said to myself, okay, I don't have the money right now, so I'm giving myself by the age of 30, by hook or by crook, I need to have the money and move abroad. And continuing my studies, because I told myself if I want to be abroad, to be based abroad, school is one pathway that I can go to, so that I can create connections and things like that. So yeah, so I was working for 5 years, and then during that working for 5 years, I was looking at schools, and Bauhaus was the one that I really up to now I really wanted to go. And then
That's a little bit idea. That's a little bit. We might need to calm down on the night. It's okay. Bauhaus didn't work out. It's fine.
yeah, it didn't work out. And
But were you
then
disappointed in that?
I was disappointed. So what happened was that I got the rejection letter. Depressed for quite some time, like for 2 months. But my coping mechanism was actually I turned off like social media and things like that. Like I didn't talk on social media. I went to work like silent, things like that. But my coping mechanism was immediately when I saw the rejection letter, I went straight back to the international school things to see like what is available, what can I do, how much I can save and things like that. It was much more of like it's literally like that.
It's crazy.
I didn't
planning, yeah.
I didn't even have time to process that.
The point.
I didn't even have time to process that I got rejected. It's much more of like, what's my next move? Because the goal is at 30, move abroad. And then I got into LinkedIn. There was this internship with doing your masters for user experience in Barcelona. Applied, got interviewed, and then got an email saying that I didn't get accepted. Didn't read the full email. Always read the full email. Okay. So I was like, okay, whatever. It's not my time yet. At that time, I was like, okay, it's fine. This is the second one in span of like a year of like trying to universities and to get it. It's like it's not my time. So a week before the school starts, the school called me and asked, "Have you made your decision?" Inside my head, I was like, "What decision?"
What decision?
It's like I got rejected. What decision? So I scrolled the email down, and then I saw, even though you didn't get the internship, but we are giving you a partial scholarship for the course that I'm doing, which is user experience design, blah blah.
See.
At
All
that
those
point,
lazy guys who don't want to read an email, read it. It helps in the corporate world to read everything, so read it. Don't be like this guy.
it's not about that. It's much more about like validating my feelings of like, oh, I didn't get it. Why do I?
Why would you want to validate Why would you want to navigate? Why would you want to validate negativity?
No, because it's like, okay, I don't get it. Why would I want to read more? So, back to my story. Before this person interrupts me again.
You interrupted me with rice washing and every other thing and getting out of frame. So it ain't my fault that I'm interrupting you with questions.
Okay,
Preach.
so 1 week before the school starts, they called me. So, have you made a decision? I was like, what decision? So I read back. It's like, oh, gotten a partial scholarship. During that point of time, so I'm like, should I go? Should I not go? But I have this amazing friend that I will always go to in terms of like career advice, life goals, and things like that. So I went to him, and he was like, "What are you waiting for? Just go. Like, what you have to lose?" Because, yeah. So I have the money saved. On that day when I met my friend, he basically like slapped me in the face like, what are you waiting for? That night I went back home. I texted my family. I texted my closest friends. I'm like saying, hi, I'm going to Barcelona. I gotten accepted, and right now I'm doing my visa, and in 4 weeks I to the due, and here I am. And yeah, that's my story of like, it is a very long story.
It's like he said I yap a lot, but this guy's a yapper yapper.
I'm a yapper.
Chinese! Shut it, please.
Shanice,
Yeah?
your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa.
You know what I mean? Chinese.
Sorry, I'm too old like for this.
This has been like around for like years, you know. You're only 35.
Ever since I moved here, life been rocky and things like that. But to be honest, I wouldn't be anywhere else but here. And being a creative back home is because being creative in Singapore is really, really very hard to survive. I mean, like everywhere in general, but it's just that over here I feel much more validated in the sense of like my creativeness, my creativity, and like it's being appreciated more. I feel like my ideas are, again, like ideas are being validated. Like I feel seen. Like back home, even though, like yes, I've been on the news, I've been on TV, I've been like works have been around with my fashion, but like you don't get that sense of validation in a way of like, oh, it's just nice works, it's gonna be pushed aside. And also fashion also, like the turnover rate is very fast. It's just much more of like 5 minutes that you gain friction, and no, you gain traction, and then after that, what's the next design, what's the next
That's why I shop secondhand, reuse that crap. Where's
Uh,
the link we were talking about?
where's the link about
don't
saying
know.
about validation, feeling validated, and talking about second
No, we're talking about fashion and how fast fashion changed.
Yeah,
I just, like, selected
but the
this
main
list.
thing is
The
about,
chicken! The chicken's alive though.
so yeah, that's my story, because as for him, It's much more of like, okay, let's just go abroad and study and visit it. With me, it was really like years of planning, of trying to be abroad. And yeah, and to be honest, being abroad like changed me a lot. See lah, I asked you to put water, you never put water.
I got food!
Gini lah, Cak. Nak masak apa?
Ada taruh flat lah, kau taruh sengit.
Like that.
Moving abroad is so romanticized right now.
Yes.
And there's a lot of administration, there's a lot of finance and stuff. And moving abroad is not easy. Like even though I said that like, yeah, I didn't choose to be here, but I did at the end put in a lot of effort to actually, be here and like be legally here.
One is legally, and also like people don't talk about the mental capacity of just the bureaucracy.
I mean, like, of course, they're talking about like being like having no friends, having to start from ground zero.
Yeah.
And
But also, I guess that's the beauty as well, like starting from zero.
So romanticized that like in a way like, oh, it's fun and games, ha ha ha. But honey, you gotta know that moving abroad has its own ups and downs. You really want to be putting in all of your effort, all of your you put in your 120% to make sure that you're here. And I've gone through that journey 2.5 years ago, and now I'm like kind of bored because like I don't have any more friend trauma.
How was making friends for you over here?
Love that question. I cannot multitask, as you can see, as you can tell, as you can imagine.
Let me answer my part of this question, okay? How I make friends, I guess one is by school, that's one. Secondly, before moving here, I know one person that stays here. We met at Singapore, so he introduced me to one of his friends, Vietnamese girl, which is Ming, that you met in the previous video. So she literally is like my first friend here, and we became close, went out and things like that, and after that, we became friends as well because they work together.
I kind of like didn't go through the same path as him when making friends because I didn't know any. I literally knew 0 people. And then my introverted self kind of like became slightly more extroverted when I moved to Switzerland for my uni. And I kind of got a little bit of exposure to how Europeans think and like how they function a little bit. And then when I came to Barcelona, I was kind of surprised that like everyone was friendly. Like I didn't have to speak to people. People started speaking to me because like, oh, who's this Asian guy who moved to Barcelona, And then I started going out with my colleagues back then, and then my colleagues introduced me to their friends, and their friends introduced me to their friends. And then I started growing like my own community of like friends who come from work, come from, let's say we went to some cafes, we went to some bars. It's really friends from anywhere, and that's why I kind of love Barcelona because I wouldn't be able to make friends like that. Like talking to random strangers, oh, that's not me. But now, because of that, like I can do that. Like I started talking to people, and at that point, people don't really speak English, so they really try to like be my friend and speak Spanglish-ish to me. And at that point, that's when I was saying that I went back to Singapore for 2 months. I decided like, you know what, I want to stay here. I decided to take a Spanish course for like 3 months in Barcelona. So just kind of extend my lifetime here a little bit. And I started learning Spanish, and then I got the hang of it. And to be fair, Spanish and Malay, it's so similar. Like you can actually learn it in
He finds it
just
similar
not
for me it's like I still find it difficult. Like there's so many rules and it's like, I'm slowly getting it, to be honest. Like because for me my brain doesn't, I guess language for me is actually very hard. Like English, when I was in like my O levels and things like that, I got like C5, and then my Malay I got like B4, which is bad. Like for someone who speaks who speaks like good, I would say good. Like
to the Gen
English
A's, C5 and B4 is basically your rank.
like just pass. Like
You kids Gen X, Gen X, Gen whatever that's born between 2010 and above. Listen. Y'all, listen. Don't angry. Don't get angry, okay? But y'all very weird, yeah.
So yeah.
Like, y'all are weird because what in the name is 6'7"? Someone please explain to me what is 6'7"?
You say I'm the only one 6'7", 6'7".
Why does he know that? What does 6'7" mean?
6'7". 6'7". Back to languages. So I mean, like my brain kind of, I guess. Your job.
You were doing it before.
No, because when I go back here, I saw it's black already. That's why I put it down, put it there. Salah siapa? Oh, tertinggal.
Well, my fault, I guess.
Because he said he's cooking the chicken.
If you really want it, if you really want me, you gotta chase after me.
If you really want me, right, you should chase after me.
6, 7, 8, 9. No, that's no. If you really want it, if you are really determined to like kind of move, make friends,
Yeah.
you just have to get out of your comfort zone. Like at the end of the day, the bubble is just a bubble. Pop it.
To be honest, like if you have the chance and the means to move abroad, like we're not like really promoting to move abroad, but it's much more of like if you have the chance and the means.
Oh, I promote that. I promote people moving abroad because
why I said like promoting and things like that is because like it is a privilege to move abroad. So when I say like if you have the means to do it, like do it, because you will find out about yourself more than staying off where you are. You will see the changes in yourself and things like that. Like it is really an eye opener for me. Like because it's different from traveling. Because traveling is like, yeah, I hear that. But when you move abroad, you really, it's like survival, literally. So yeah.
And to be fair, when I moved abroad, like if you need a tip, how much money do you need actually to move abroad? I would say for a year, you just need $10,000 and you can move abroad. That's just for the moving and like staying for at least 6 months. So like if you want to stay longer, you gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
Comment down below if you want some tips and tricks on how to move abroad, and I'll be glad to help you guys out in that. Because even though I look like an annoying person, but I'm helpful. I love
He's really helpful.
Been helping this guy for a while now.
Yeah, because when you move abroad, like you feel lonely majority of the time, especially when you just move, and you kind of have like to find your own community, your own people. But once you do that and get a hold of it and really like know yourself better, it's the best thing. It's like, to be honest, like this is the best decision I ever made. And also like this decision have been planned for so much. But also I didn't plan to be here in Barcelona. So it's just happened just like that. And it's the best decision that I ever made.
The best person ever. Ayam goreng
Bujang.
But rice is ready.
Yes.
Rice. Panas bro. Ooh, look at the chicken rice we make with choco milk. Choco milk.
Okay, and with that, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Bye!
Then people might say,
Poki! Poki! Yes, yes,